Homemade buttercream tends to have a yellow tint to it, so to get perfect bakery standard white frosting or buttercream, all you have to do is add a tiny amount of purple food colouring gel. Add a little bit at a time until you're left with perfectly white buttercream.
Here's a trio of hacks for handling thin layers of delicate cake. The first is the flip. A cake will have a very naturally flat bottom, so trying to turn cakes upside down can be difficult. Do it between 2 plates or 2 boards. Transferring thin, delicate slices of cake from one to another is difficult if you've got a fish slice or just your fingers. Instead, grab yourself something large and flat. A baking tray could work if it's completely flat without a lip. However, this is a cake lifter. Could have appeared in yesterday's cake gadgets, but one of those basic ones you really should have. Instead, you can slide it inside of your thin levels and you can transport it from one side of the kitchen, complete with twirl, without any risk of it crumbling. I don't know why I twirled. And we'd also say something that's really handy to have if you decorate cakes regularly is a turntable. You can get much more level and even ice between those 3 layers if you have one. And it's the sides and the final top where the turntable comes into its own. Keep the spatula still and turn the table. Now these are quite basic hacks to get you started, ones we've covered before, but once you've got a cake, now we can decorate it.
If you're concerned that the icing on your cake looks a bit, well, shoddy, then just blitz up some biscuits in a food processor to a crumb and then throw them on top of the cake and voila, doesn't it look great? Voila! Now we've used an OT biscuit for this example, but just imagine all of the possibilities of the biscuits that you could crumb up. Oreos, bourbon biscuits, I don't know, rich tea, digestives, ginger nuts, so many flavours of biscuits, coconut biscuits. You know, try a Jaffa cake or a jammy dodger, I don't know. It'll be a bit jammy, but it's extra flavours to add to it. The possibilities are only as endless as your imaginations to the biscuits that you crumb up to put on it. Stuff it. Blitz up a sandwich, chuck that on there. Bacon, brown sauce, Twix, I don't know. Water, now water blitzed up, crumbed round there, brilliant.
Now if piping or decorative artwork on top of your cake isn't your strong point, then what you need is to pop round your nan's house or Ben's and steal a doily. You want to place that on top of your icing. Then you want to sieve over some cocoa powder, or we've done before matcha powder. Now we need to get rid of the excess, so what we're going to do now is go to Amazon and buy Sorted's original book and use this as a washing device. Or just blow. Then peel it back and voila! And if you can't get hold of a doily, then you can just make one yourself, like you did as a kid when you made those snowflakey things.
Here's a stonking one for you. If you love a marshmallow frosting but can't be bothered to make a proper one, when your cakes are pretty much cooked all the way through, and you know that because they stop sort of making a noise as they're cooking, just pull them out of the oven, pop some marshmallows into the middle of each one, and back into the oven for another couple of minutes. Instant marshmallow frosting. And after a couple of minutes in the oven, they're nice, they're gooey, they have a lovely chewy texture, and you've got marshmallow frosting.
Now, a notoriously difficult ingredient to work with baking is brown sugar, especially dark brown sugar or soft light brown sugar. It will clump if you keep it for too long. Ways to prevent that? Put marshmallows or a slice of bread into the pot with the brown sugar, and it will stop it clumping. If it has clumped, however, this is your hack. Place it on a plate, cover it with a couple of sheets of kitchen paper, slightly dampened, and put it into the microwave for 20 seconds. That will get rid of the lumps and will give you soft brown sugar once again. Plus, if that sugar is slightly warm, it makes the beating into butter even easier. And there we go, a handful of helpful hacks. And if you've got any other cake-related ones, then please do comment down below.
Now, I'm sure every single one of you watching this video has already subscribed to the channel and turned on the bell to get notified of when we upload a new video. If you haven't, then make sure you come back on Friday. It's our Now Cook It series, and we're cooking up a very, very brownie, which is delicious.
You can find the links to everything about that course down below. Go and sign up because it will help you up your food game.
And on Sunday, time for a big night in, people. And I've just sent you an email.
Pressure is on.
Invite. You're invited. Gentlemen's afternoon tea with a dress code.
Yes, of course. Mate, I'm competing for a brownie point here.
Shirt, jacket, no jeans. Sounds posh.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Let's
It
get
will be.
baking.
Better be good. Click on the left if you missed our last video, or click on the right video for one of our favourites.